Tuesday morning and I'm feeling good. I won't go that far. What's on the agenda, Ross? What's on the agenda, Ross? I'm going to tell you what's on the agenda. Item number 1 on the agenda today, gym. Push workout, shoulder focus push workout. I want to leave with big ass boulders either side of me. That's what I want. Item number 2 on the agenda, it's MacBook delivery day. Now, anytime I get excited for a big delivery, normally something goes wrong. If you expect the worst to happen, then if that doesn't happen, you're going to be overjoyed, right? You're going to be happy. Logic, use your nut. Yeah, item number 2 is make sure I or Georgia is there for the delivery of the holy MacBook, which I really hope I'm going to be editing this video on. Item number 3 on the agenda, parents' evening. I have to pretend to be an adult for about an hour and discuss eloquently the development of my oldest child. I'm nervous about it for some reason. I'm quite anxious about it, but at the same time, rather excited. I know Lexi's doing really well in nursery. I get that sort of like fuzzy, proud dad moment whenever they compliment my daughter. It's like, go on, give her another one. No, what else does she do right? Did you notice when I was chopping the banana that it's incredibly difficult to chop a banana with one hand while filming it? If you did think, oh, that was a bit weird, that's why. Let's see how this workout goes anyway. I'm gonna try and film as much as I can today. Let's do this.
Yeah, every day that's you and me. All day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months. Had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your babe on the run, like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs. I called you out, you got serving that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No, Nova came, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks. I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do that. Hell yeah, we knew that. Little girl, give me them crazy eyes. Orange is that new black. That cold out, so I think about it. Stress me out, so I drink about it. They talk it out, but it's all good, so it's too real. Don't think about it.
She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face. She can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face. She can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. Came up as a church boy with my dukes on weekends. Waking up at like 6, man, you don't get paid if you sleeping. Man, you don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say shit about all the bread that I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and a gold grill like Trinidad. Trick, I'm the man.
At Sainsbury's, mini predicament. What's the predicament, Ross? It's sunny as fuck out there, as you can see. It's quite warm. I hate walking around in public in gym clothes, especially as I wear sleeveless tops. I don't want to look like I'm one of those bros that's trying to like look big or like, I don't know, one of those things where I care far too much about what people think of me. The inside growing part of me is like, Ross, just go in there. If you're hot, you don't need to put on your hoodie. Who cares what people think? And then the other side of me is like, everyone's going to think you're a dickhead. What would you do in this situation? As always, parked miles away from Sainsbury's. To get the steps in, I do this when the weather isn't absolutely miserable. I'm gonna go in there. You'll see what I do in the next clip, whether I've got a hoodie on or whether I've just manned up. Copped out, put the hoodie on in the end. It's not because I care loads about what people think of me. Maybe a little tiny portion was, but I opened the door and it was actually cold, maybe sunny. It's not actually that warm. They don't have sugar-free barbecue sauce here. I'm actually gonna cry. I've been in this aisle for ages just hoping it would turn up, but it's not here. Do you think I can go to Sainsbury's and not pick up low-calorie ice cream for once? I'm a weak man. I'm a very weak man. Shopping done. I've lost the car. Where am I parked? Oh, there she is. There's Glenys hiding from me in the corner over there. What are you doing, Glenys? What are you doing? En route to parents' evening. Ross, what have you been up to in the last 2 hours? Made any edits on the cool MacBook? Has it updated? No, I've just been pretty much sitting there for 2 hours waiting for it to have that big drop. You know, when something updates and it's like, oh, you've got 8 hours remaining, and it drops for like 10 minutes and you have like this warm, fuzzy feeling inside. But that hasn't happened. It's still saying fluctuating between 5 and like 10 hours. I ate mint rice 2 rice cakes, and then I was starving, so I ate a bagel thin, Warburton's protein bagel thin, and a couple breadsticks. Now I need to be quite careful with dinner because that's normally more calories than I would have for my meal too. For some reason I'm knackered, and it's because I'm walking up a hill and talking to you guys, so I'm gonna make it look like my cardio isn't this bad, and I'll see you in there. Okay, update time. Didn't manage to film since the parents' evening actually, because the MacBook came, I was setting it all up, came into some big nerdy issues, and I'm going to try and summarize them so I don't bore people with nerd talk. Basically, iMovie wasn't compatible with the operating system, so I had to try and upgrade the operating system, which wasn't working because it was the partition on the hard drive wasn't in the correct volume. Basically, there was a weird fucking error. So I tried to do some funky stuff to fix it. I'm quite confident with PCs, not with Macs though, so a lot of research, Googling. Made it worse somehow, had to do an internet full recovery. That took until 1:20 in the morning. Oh, it was such a ball ache, man. I'm never up that late, so my training's affected. I was up still, it's 6:30 in the morning, so I only managed to get a few hours actual decent sleep. Overall, I'm just excited. I know it was a stressful ball ache last night, but I'm just excited to have the MacBook there. I'm becoming a bit of a nerd for creativity, and I just didn't think I ever would be because I've always hated art. Anyway, gym time. Rackles time, let's do this. Plates on it now. Time to get the wraps out. 180, see how many I can do, and then progress up from there. I'm gonna aim, see if I can beat 200 to 6 or beat 220 to 1. Depends how these next couple sets go. This is the big one. Let's do this. Got 220 for 6, which is a joint PR for me. Probably could have got more, but I didn't want to push it. 220 for 6, I'm happy with that. On to the rest of the workout now. Gonna be a little voiceover now explaining the rest of the routine. But yeah, good session. Welcome to the voiceover. Sorry if you can't hear me very well. Hopefully it works this time. I've had to re-record this many times because the microphone on the Max is not as good as my phone, unfortunately. But underhand lat pull downs was the beginning of this the beginning of the pull day after rack pulls. Fantastic movement. You can really do single arm on this machine. You can hold the bench for stability and really focus on squeezing the lat. I moved on to the machine row, but I put the seat as low as possible so I can just squeeze that upper back at the top. But there's other ways you can put the seat high and focus on your lower lat, but for me this is a fantastic upper back builder. After this I moved on to the close grip lat pull downs. Now I put 2 handles together and then open it sort of as you get to the lower portion of the movement. Again, just for lower lat development. It's my second and last lat exercise today, so I wanted to really milk that with 4 sets. Moves on to the high rope row. Sort of made this name up, to be honest, but really focusing on squeezing the upper back again here from low to high. Sort of incorporates a little bit of your traps as well. After that I moved on to the dumbbell preacher curl, my go-to bicep development movement. 6 to 10 reps, try and progress it each week either with better form, more reps or higher weight. Then I superset that with decline twist crunches. That's 3 sets of 16 to 20 on these, and I've added the twist in just to get some more oblique work. I've neglected my obliques in recent months. Hammer cable curls, again outer portion of the bicep. I like to incorporate a hammer movement every single time I do biceps. And then I ended it on cable ab crunches, which is my favourite ab exercise. Yeah, so I ended it there. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next clip. Gym done, solo afternoon workout. Must have only been about an hour and 15 to hour and a half. I was just minimal rest periods. Again, afternoon focus. Pre-workout definitely kicked in more than it ever has for for weeks, and that's because I didn't eat beforehand. When you eat before a pre-workout drink, it can like soak it up and you don't get the exact same effects. I haven't eaten since my breakfast. Rack pulls went really well, 220 for 6, and then the rest of it I just destroyed with volume. Biceps are fried, back's fried, and now my abs are fried. Everything was like slow, controlled, time under tension type movements today. I'm not going to waffle on for too long because I am actually starving and wasting away in front of your very eyes. I'm going to head back home now and get a meal in me. It's just going to be a mince and rice, so I will see you in the next clip. And I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a couple of the different editing styles I've incorporated into this one. I don't know if you can hear either in the background blowing raspberries. Please leave a comment or get hold of me on Instagram, some form of online communication. Ayla, I'm filming. And just to let me know any ideas. After the holiday, I'm going to plan calorie challenges, diet challenges, like eating like Lexi's diet for a day, Georgia picking my food for a day, little fun stuff like that. That would be quite fun to film. But unfortunately, when you're dieting or prepping in the bodybuilding world, there's little stuff you can really do like that. Unfortunately, everything's quite strict and regimented. A few weeks left before the fun stuff really begins. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. It's probably a couple of days time. Peace.